One, two, one, two, one, two.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Testing, 1 2 1 2. So I made Scooter apologize to me. He called me today. He was calling me like up to 1 in the morning. I'm like,
Yeah. Young Tef, let me explain something.
Jay got the bangers.
Dyke, I'm the definition of it. Do you and kill everything, the competition's nothing. There's no one you should fear when you the one that hold the budget. I came a long way from copping rentals at budget. They used to laugh at me in locker room discussions. I pulled up in that Benz and all they face was disgusted. A niche for pissing people off, they sick when they see the boss. The power in my voice will make them tremble like the speakers on. The female species is super strong. You think I wanna be a man, you must be smoking something super strong. You misread me and you got me wrong. You pushed the wrong button with me and I explode like a ticking bomb. Trust me, it's really Rubicon. I'll get you turned into an image that don't exist like a unicorn. I'm Leonidas with 300 strong, and I only fear God, so understand the time I'm on. Born sinner, I so differ. Immaculate conception with the bars, I'm a soul healer. Or call me the Tyreek of rap, I'm a ghost killer. Plus I keep a Tommy that'll make you a ghost, nigga. Go figure. Look, I ain't playing with niggas. You skip my turn, I'll draw for 'em, get the blazing, you niggas. Can't hit the trigger, keep a trace singing the niggas, I'm vicious. The way I flip the word, they think I'm a gymnast. Let these niggas ball out and get stuck on they pistol. Have these niggas go broke trying to bull out on bitches. I'm simple, yeah. All gold on my neck with a Michael Kors watch, nigga. Fuck and protect. I'd rather buy my mom's a house, a business than reinvest. You niggas playing checkers, I'm over here playing chess. I invest in my career, you spend money to flex. Go and cop a little chain, wanna poke out your chest. But boy, your voice too light. Say that shit with your chest. I got bars, food for thought. Niggas need to digest. I'm surgical with the schemes. Every bar I dissect, I spit dope, get a needle, let you niggas inject. Yes. Do you and kill everything. You niggas know my energy. Do you and kill everything. You niggas know my body. Yeah. Do you and kill everything. You niggas know my energy. Yeah. Do you and kill everything. You niggas know my body. Yeah.
Yeah. It's 2018, nigga.
Happy New Year, nigga.
Y'all niggas is set tripping.
Set tripping, motherfucker.
Jugged up. Back what up? Undeniable. Sam.
We here.
What up?
It's us.
Look. Life is simply cause and effect. So cause you said tripping, the effects be your death. Blood spills in the hood, really be your mess. You don't see them bullets coming, but you hear them when they left. Feel it moving through your body, but it entered through your chest. Exit wounds through your back. I ain't talking DMX. Rappers barking like they dogs, homeless house pets. I'ma put these dogs down, time for me to play the vet. I'm sick with it, I've been did it. Know that clown? We move pigeons to get chicken, turn up towns, remove ceilings, the wrist glisten, blow down pounds. Snub nose got a kick, nigga, hold that down. Niggas live on the gram, they live in they town. Pussy niggas rep sets, never leave they projects. I was in the private house cooking. Bombs on you niggas. I ain't talking about flex. I push the button, I ain't Trump. That's a nuclear threat. Red and black for the flag. I'm to up to the death. 15, 21. Niggas show me respect. You niggas set trippin' for the fame. You niggas set trippin' for the fame. You niggas set trippin' off cocaine. Big bodies when I'm swerving through the lane. Yeah, go on front, get your head popped. When we shoot, only headshots. Go on front, get your head popped. When we shoot, only headshots.
Stop. Wait a sec, ain't it strange how the same what you thought would never change when you change? Game never stop, but all the teammates can change it when you aiming for the top, but that shit way about your range. But baby, I got the faith, it's no biggie, my nizzy, my city, we bang like titty for block, cheddar they gritty, yeah. Crime bitch affiliate, miss me with all that city shit, we all from the struggle, don't front, I know how shit really get. You can fly at the mouth, but you obviously about, quiet down, recognize it's undeniable sound, got undeniable pounds. The entire thing is ours, and it's either us or them, but don't just try to get down, nah, that's how you get slumped, little nigga, I can't deny that this ain't what you want, little nigga, don't be petrified, you see me with that pump, if a nigga wish a nigga leave you rolling cripple, nigga, and I know some cripple niggas that'll tie your brick on niggas, dump them up in the river, so ponder the bigger picture, cause if you niggas really about it, really about it, could toss a fist in your jawline and watch the feeling come out it.
One, two, 1, 2. There we go. DO at the control room. My first time handling myself. Well, pause. I do be handling myself, but I just don't do it in the studio. And which one is the hand class right here? Oh, that's what that is. Okay, and this is the hand clap. No. Anyway, welcome to the control room, ladies and gentlemen. Which one? This one? Oh, welcome to the control room. Okay, cool. Oh, we got the church thing going. Okay, cool. All right. We got Rock Logic in the building, ladies and gentlemen, guiding me. Just come on the camera, Rock. Just show them who you are.
Working it out for my man DOA all day. He's getting it started. The mics is on and you up and running and you got it, baby.
All right, cool. So we got Jinx in the building right now, just DOA. Right now, rest of the gang is outside trying to share the live. We started mad late, but we're here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homegirl, Jaguar Wright, just came home. You know what I mean? She's getting ready to make it happen, man. I haven't spoken to the queen in a minute, but hopefully we can get together and catch up on some things. So welcome home, Jaguar. Hope to see you soon. Hope to speak to you soon. For all you guys out there, please pray for her and her family in this time of need. I know that a lot of you guys are out there doing things for clickbait, which is fine. You got to get those views, but at the same time, man, make sure that we pray, you know, on the weak. We can't be kicking people while they're down. You know what I mean? So that's what this is all about. DOE at the control room, man. So this is my first time handling and being in control of the control room at Boardwalk Global Media. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Please, that's very important. Like and subscribe to the channel of Boardwalk Global Media. These guys have been showing me so much love. People such as Rock Logic, Robin, Chinks, can't forget Renee, a.k.a. Royal, and can't forget Gary Fax. These guys have been showing me so much love throughout. And I know you haven't seen me in about a week or two. I just recovered from COVID. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God that I'm here. This COVID shit ain't no joke. I was in the bed looking like Pookie from New Jack City. I was all fucked up. You know what I mean? So I got to get that third shot. Make sure y'all get vaccinated. Fuck what everybody else says. Make sure you get your ass vaccinated. You know what I mean? Niggas is walking around acting like they're too goddamn good to get vaccinated. You niggas is old. If your ass is over 40, get yourself vaccinated. Can't be walking around thinking you young. Shit. The flu is fucking jealous of this goddamn fucking COVID-19 shit. But I ain't gonna front. I had what they call the COVID-16. I had the bootleg COVID. You know what I mean? So we gotta get a new laugh button. This shit is some bullshit. You could be saying some corny shit. Yo, shit, your mother got hit by a car. That shit was some corny shit right there. That got them cheap ass laughs and shit. So, but anyway, shout out to my nigga Rock Logic, man. So, for the most part, I will say that we're gonna have a wonderful year. I'm ready to get in tune with this battle rap shit, man. The control room is the movement. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to rock out. Shout out to Babs Buddy for Queen in the Ring. She got a battle coming up February 11th. The fucking dungeon is going down out in Brooklyn. Article Lounge, right? Showtime starts around 5 p.m. But you already know how niggas are. We're not gonna start on time. So just show up around 12 o'clock at night. That's when the battle's getting ready to start. You know what I mean? So I'm getting ready to drop my, getting ready to work on another card. It's gonna be called The Corner. Yo, what's up, Royal?
Sorry.
Sit your ass down, shit.
Hey, I'm just, oops, camera. I didn't knock the
Nigga,
camera.
I know I had COVID, but you
No.
spraying really? That's what we doing? Where's these cameras at? The multi shit. Which one is it? Oh, right here. Renee gonna come in here. She gonna spray every fucking thing like I still got COVID. That's some bullshit. Renee, why are you spraying everywhere? Sit your ass down. What the fuck are you doing? This is some real nigga shit. Sit your ass down. Light skinned people, I swear to God, man.
Whew.
What the fuck?
What?
And what's Gary doing? You know, I'm still
No, he's sharing the show.
Man, Gary, sit your ass down. Shit, the show already started already.
Well, we can't share it in here because of the
Nah, but
connection.
we got Wi-Fi. Like you know.
Well, I don't know how to connect to the Wi-Fi.
Well, just press on Wi-Fi, and I can tell you which
Oh.
one it is. Yeah.
That would make it easy.
Yes.
It's very simple.
Give it
Sounds
for
simple.
Renee. Give it for Royal.
Thank you. I give it up for myself too. I'm not playing with the church music though.
Why not?
I don't do that. I don't play with the Lord.
You're not playing with the. I remember that night. I remember that night when I caught COVID. What was that? Shit smells good though. That spray. What was it? Lysol? Lysol Plus.
It was some kind of disinfectant. It does smell nice though.
That shit smell. I can get COVID more often.
No, but seriously, all jokes aside, I'm glad you're better. Glad you're back on track.
Yeah,
on
man.
your BS.
I'm on my bullshit, man. Oh, let me tell you what happened to me at work. We got Gary Fax in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this.
Oh, you're getting the hang of it. Okay.
Gary Fax in the building.
Let me see what buttons we got here. Let me see.
Oh shit.
No. Wait a minute.
You can't mix Pam up in this.
I remember that night. That's a good theme record, though.
No, it really is.
I gotta go take a shit. Right? That shit is cool, though, right?
Yep.
Go
No,
down
the
and
music is dope.
You be in public assistance, waiting to get your check.
Oh shoot!
You be
You
out
crazy?
You out there cheating on your wife, and she catch your ass. Motherfucker, I knew you was out there with that bitch. I remember that night.
Oh, she in a cut.
So what's up, Roy? How was your week, man?
My week.
Yeah, how was it?
My week has been very busy. I've been very busy, actually, for the past few weeks. But thank God, I'm blessed. My job, my employer finally worked out their financial issues, so we've been getting paid on time for the first time last Friday.
Excellent. Excellent.
You about to kill somebody, right? The ass is about to die. Next thing you know, you going to church.
Nah, everything I go through, I try to take it in stride, and I look at it. I don't look at it as if, he's having an issue. I look at it at God. Okay, what is this? And I just thank God that I'm not in a place where it affected me.
Right.
Right. So
and plus, you save your money.
Yeah, I do save some money.
So you're smart.
My bills are very high.
Yeah.
But anyway, besides that, I've been very tired. Kind of, I want to say burning the candle at both ends, because I'm working, and then I also have my business. So the first quarter from last November, last October, that you've been saying since we started this show, October, right? So you know how he was always saying it's the last quarter, it's the final quarter.
Right.
So for some reason, I've never thought of the year in quarters, even though at work I do quarters for work and projects, right?
Right.
But I've never applied that to my personal life.
Right.
So with everything that was going on with me in December, starting from the invite for the Jason Lee event and everything else that fell into place after that, I decided that I wanted to start off the new year and invest in my company, invest in myself. So what I've done was I invested money in different, I want to say, boosting the education of my profession. Okay. Not my profession in commercial insurance, but my profession in Royal Hustler Company in terms of the public relations side, right. Because I feel like I've gotten very far with that, but I don't have any formal training, It all came from just networking, and I never planned that. I kind of just, from networking, I told y'all I started my company. It was a record label, then I went into promotions, and from there, I kind of fell into PR. So people would say, "Oh, you do PR? Can you get me a blue check?" That's not the PR that I signed up for. You know what I mean? That's not the PR that I was interested in. The PR that I was interested in was having clients and putting them in spaces to, for them to get a higher visibility. You know what I mean? Right. Like, I like background stuff, so I don't need to be in front. So for the first quarter, I have a seminar that I'm sitting in Saturday, a public relations seminar, and I've been doing Zooms connecting with other people that are doing public relations on a higher level. The people that work with Bobby Brown, 2 Chainz, Snoop Dogg, So I'm and it's very collaborative. It's like we all we all kind of have conversations and engage and improve each other. And it's like no one, even the ones that are very in high places, they don't act like they're in high places. It's just a network, and it's very, very sincere. So I'm appreciative of that.
Shout out to Royal.
Excellent.
And so, I'm just gonna say one more thing. So,
You working?
yeah, I am. So, I was one other thing that I worked on is a magazine. I'm not gonna name the magazine, but I did an article, an interview. It's a written written interview with Mikey D. So he's gonna be in a magazine, and the Violators are gonna be in a magazine. And that should be out. I don't know if it's gonna come. I don't know. Well, actually, January is already over, so it'll be out in February.
Listen, Royal, you are working hard, and like when we first met, you was like really, you could see that you was just growing. You didn't.
I was kind of like in the middle of I started, but I was in my early incubation stages when I met you.
But you figured it out now, and you start to develop your rhythm.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And now you're growing, and people are knowing that you're growing. They're watching.
Right.
And that's what this is all about.
Absolutely.
Man, so I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I
You know what
appreciate
I mean?
that.
Real talk.
Yeah, we met at a place where, we were doing something different.
Yeah.
But
You know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
all in the same place.
So I'm Biggie, and you Faith. Faith, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I first saw you outside. When I first saw you outside, I was like,
crazy.
oh,
I
shit.
can't wait with
You know what I'm
this.
saying? Roy gonna be doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So you Gary Facts. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on with you? Baby, you know what I'm saying? How's everything going? You know what I'm saying? Like Gary Facts in the building. You know what I'm saying? He chilling. Shit, this my dude. You know what I'm saying? So like when he died, I said, oh shit, I'm just fucking with you. You got Gary Facts in the building. What's up, Gary? How was your week, man? What's going on?
Everything was cool. I mean, I just want to give a big shout out to Renee and watching her, how she grow.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I definitely have to tell. So I will say there's a lot of people in this business that when they started, they didn't have no formal training, right?
Wow.
It's a big misconception that, especially back in the 80s, early 90s, that people went to school for a lot of this, and a lot of people didn't. It's being able to network and connect and stuff like that. And some people have a gift, right, of when they get in a room, they can network with people and stuff like that. And I think that you're carving a lane for yourself,
Right.
because you, as a publicist, your job obviously is to get in spaces,
Right.
and so you're in the spaces where your clients can't be.
Right.
But when you're in those spaces, you're going to bring up, my client Violators or my client Boardwalk Global Media.
Right.
Right? Because we're not going to be able to be everywhere.
Right.
But you get to go to, places like Jason Lee and all these other places. And that's very important.
And I don't want to be begging and sleeping with anybody to get in these spaces.
Nah,
No, I know that, but I'm just saying,
but it's
I'm not
nothing wrong.
doing that.
There's nothing wrong with,
There's a guy.
I'm not doing that.
There's a publicist who's I guess an old acquaintance of mine. His name is Angelo Ellerby.
Okay.
Angelo Ellerby ran a company called Double Exposure.
Okay.
Back in the 90s, he was the guy.
Right.
Like, perfect example. Remember when Mary J. Blige had an attitude when she came out of
Yes.
I was just talking about that earlier today.
Angelo was the one that sat her ass down and laid into her.
Good.
Really?
That's good, because
Yeah.
that is part of the job.
Yeah, he
of
sat
a
her ass
publicist.
down and laid into her.
So,
and then
so he gave her artist development.
Yeah. Because he's represented so many. Like a lot of the artists back in the '90s, Angelo did. So he.
And this is more actually. I'm sorry to interject. This is more of personal development. You have the artist development, but the publicist is more of the personal development in terms of telling their clients things that correcting them when they should say and shouldn't say things.
Teach them how to conduct interviews.
Actually,
Right.
See, to the point of in dealing with artist development, and actually I was in a conversation about 2 weeks ago on Facebook about this. Labels years ago, it's about 15 years ago, they gutted or cut the artist development department at the labels.
You was telling me about
So it was, so that had to be picked up by managers or the publicists, right? And some managers didn't even know what the hell to do.
Right. Because they didn't sign up for that.
Right, they didn't sign up.
Babysitting job.
Right, but understanding if you, as a manager, when you're representing an artist, you want to put your artist's best foot out there, right? You want to make sure that when your artist gets in front of a camera or a microphone, he or she knows how to talk.
Exactly.
Knows how to present themselves. Don't make themselves look like
Right.
an idiot.
And not ranting on social media.
Right.
I had clients
Stupid shit like
that
that,
would
right.
rant on social
Right, you
media,
can't.
and I would call them and be like, yo, you can't be doing that.
Exactly. And see,
They can't conduct a conversation like, yeah, you know, she ain't so like for real, like, nah, I mean, and then boom.
I
It's
mean,
the fuck is
no.
that?
If that's how they are naturally, I wouldn't tell them they can't do that because that's how they speak naturally. You know?
But do you understand anything I said to you?
Yeah. You said boom and whatever the fuck that was. But there's an audience for that.
yeah, but but I mean, in this new world of online, you have to be careful in what you say.
Right.
Right now, some people want to say, "Oh, I want to say whatever I
Right.
want," which okay, right? But now, if I say to you, "Be careful what you say," you know, here's maybe a different way of saying it, and you're like, "Oh, Gary, fuck you, I don't want." All right. So when you do what you do, and the blowback
Exactly.
happens, don't say I didn't tell
Because
you.
the blowback is this, and then they come
Right.
back.
What did you say? The what?
The blowback.
The
Pause.
blowback, yeah,
Pause.
funny.
Pause.
The blowback or fallout. All right.
Right.
When the
And when
fall-
they come back with the tail between their
Yeah.
legs, right?
it always happens. It always
No,
happens.
between the legs and blowback.
Right.
When I
So
do that.
yeah. So but
Yeah, I gotta fuck with you. I gotta listen. I'm a nut. I gotta pause. Pause back. Everything's paused.
But as far as me, you know, everything's going well. I mean, we have there's quite a few things there behind the scenes. I'm taking care of a lot of stuff with Boardwalk Global Media in terms of putting together our press kit.
Oh, right.
You know, all of that, right?
Yes.
Because now we're stepping up because
Yes.
I think it's 4 years now, right? You know, when Rock and I started this, it was one podcast.
Oh, listen,
that's
whoever's
right.
tuning in, make sure you share.
Are you
subscribe,
checking though?
And like, I'm not checking shit. I mean, this is my first time sitting here.
Oh, okay,
I'm
got it.
afraid to press any fucking buttons, and I know I'm gonna fuck it up.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but shout out to whoever's in the chat.
I'm gonna look
at.
at. I saw my friend Chris Knight from Canada. She's in the chat, so big shout out. So there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes with Boardwalk in terms of I'm putting together the press and corporate image and stuff like that.
Nice.
Because this year with the 50th anniversary,
Yes.
there's so many opportunities for us to be out there,
Right.
and to be out front, right?
Yeah.
And with the relationship that we have with the Universal
Right,
Hip Hop
right.
Museum, like we're right in,
Yeah.
right? We're right in. So it's a matter of just coordinating what we want to do, but more importantly, getting our corporate image out there. So
Right.
when people Google us, you know, they see certain things that come up, or if we have to send out an email or a press kit or a deck, they see the corporate side of Boardwalk Global Media.
Right.
And then also there's my artist, Baba T.
Right.
You know, so
Shout out to Baba T.
he actually has a show coming up. You know,
Yes.
he has a show. We're probably going to post a flyer or show the flyer tomorrow night, but it's February 11th in Sydney, Australia. So, but he has new music coming. He'll be here in a couple of months to drop a new project.
Nice.
But things are going good.
Yeah,
I got no complaints.
I saw his flyer and I asked him if there was a way we can I would like to buy a ticket or something. You know, maybe I can buy a ticket and bless someone over there.
See how Renee is? See, this is why Renee is so awesome, right? This is exactly why she's so awesome.
I mean, because
just text me. I have to get close to the mic. Can you hear me now?
yeah. Oh, that was you. I thought you were saying that to me.
No,
I
have
just
to
saw
get
the
close to
text.
mic. Let me
Oh,
see something.
I remember that night.
Now, let me see. Yeah, I remember that night. Be world. Remember that song by Barry White?
Oh my God, no,
You know
you
I can
did it.
sing? All right.
Okay.
I can't sing?
I don't know.
Can I sing?
Can you sing?
Yeah.
It's your show. Do
No.
whatever you
I'm
want.
saying no, can I sing?
Pause. We don't know.
I just did some I just did a Barry White.
Oh, that was singing? Oh, okay.
You know what? Fuck light skinned people. Fuck all you light skinned. Fuck all of y'all. Dark skin is back. Nah, for real.
So
Shit.
before we start, I just want to give
Another shout out?
No.
You love shout outs. Your name is Gary Shout Out. I'm gonna give a shout out to the Roach. I'm just fucking with you guys.
I want to give a speedy recovery and get well to my friend Skyhook. Skyhook, she's part of Sway and Tex Wake Up Club.
Okay.
So she's in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
So she's in the hospital. So hopefully she'll be
Prayers out.
Prayers out.
No.
What's her name again?
Skyhook.
Skyhook. Prayers are going out to you.
So
please
yeah,
pray for speedy recovery.
So she just beat cancer a couple months
Oh,
ago.
wow.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
So now
Yes,
she has
absolutely.
something else. She's
That's
dealing with
a
a
blessing.
she's dealing with a heart
man.
condition now.
Oh, man.
So it's a bit challenging. So send our prayers out to her.
Sorry about that, Gary.
Definitely prayers.
I didn't know you was about to get serious on me, man. My bad. I thought you was about to, give a shout out or something. But
But now, the shout out to my friend Ian Steeman up in Canada. His TV show just got picked up.
Oh, nice.
what's the name of the show?
Trap
Some
Wars.
nigga shit? Is this some nigga shit?
No,
Guns and
no.
shit?
He
You said trap, so
Trap Wars. So, but I mean, Ian goes back. Ian.
Oh, I'm like, what's that? I forgot you over here with the vocal percussionist.
I knew Ian back when he worked at Tommy Boy. He signed my artist Adolf, and then after that, he went to Sony.
Oh.
But now he's in the film industry, film and TV, and he's writing scripts and TV shows.
All right, so listen,
Nice.
you know I'm an
That's
actor.
nice.
So his TV show.
You know I'm an
just got-
actor, right?
Oh, I know that.
I mean, what the fuck? Right?
Bro, there's a lot of opportunities out there, bro.
I mean, what the fuck? I want to get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'm just fucking. I hate. Don't you hate to see niggas be talking? Yo, I got my man working on a movie. Even though he's an actor, he ain't shit. He's working on a movie, but fuck this nigga. Well, he got a movie he's working on. He's doing great things with Tyler Perry. So, DOA, what are you doing? No, what the fuck? I'm going to work, nigga. Before we get started, I was at work. I meant to tell you what happened to
All
me
right,
today.
you was talking about that.
I'm at work, and the guy, this Chinese guy, comes in delivering flowers for one of the loved ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
For those that don't know, I work at a funeral home, ladies and gentlemen. I work at a funeral home, right? So I have to write down, his information before he leaves. So he tries to walk out. So I said, "Excuse me, sir, I need your information." I said, "What is your name?" No disrespect, right? But he was like, "Chong Kong King Chung." I said, "Motherfucker, you know I can't write that shit down." What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Write this shit down, man. Give him a pen and paper. Say, write this shit down. You know I can't write that shit down. The fuck?
Yo, that's hilarious.
And he said it seriously. Kong with you on Kong. like I'm supposed to know what the fuck.
Yo.
I swear to God. Listen, I'm just telling you the truth.
That's
I
hilarious.
was mad as a motherfucker. Like I'm supposed to, Gary, can you write that shit down? I just
Nope.
said? I thought he was going to say some shit like Kim or some shit or Young.
Right,
He said
right.
a whole fucking Wu-Tang album.
Oh, shoot.
I saw subtitles on the fucking A.
Oh, God.
What is wrong with people?
Well, he didn't know. You asked him his name. He gave it to you.
But he said that shit like it just flowed. I was like, "Excuse me, sir, what is your name?" Kong Chong Chong Kong Chong. China Mac, don't fuck me up, all right? China Mac, you can't talk about Chinese people. China Mac, man, for those that don't know who China Mac is,
Yeah, I met China Mac
he's a
before.
straight hip hop dude, grew up
Yeah.
with black people. You can't
Oh,
say
shoot.
nothing
You say
bad.
he blew up on black people?
Oh, he did. He grew up amongst us.
I met him in
Yeah.
Queens a couple of summers ago. He was out there performing. Actually, it was the last time I saw Fred the Godson perform.
Yeah, he's nice. China
That's
Mac
where I
is
met
nice.
OnStar at. This was, I want to say, was it maybe about 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, China Mac is nice, man. He can spit.
Yeah, he is nice. He is
Yeah,
nice.
so China Mac, if you're watching, which I doubt it.
That was the first time I met OnStar.
We love Chinese people, and we love you. I don't want China. Yo, DOA, don't say word is born. He more black than me. Yo, word is born, son. Don't be talking that shit about Chinese niggas, man.
Actually, you know what? There was back in the day. There was actually Rick Rubin. So back in the day when Rick was Rick was Russell's initial partner in Def Jam. And if you spoke to Rick on the phone,
Rick Rubin, you're right.
Rick sounded black.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you see him now? He's old.
Yeah, now and then there was another guy.
He looked like Vlad and shit, right? You see this nigga Rick Rubin?
I'm
Got
gonna
that big ass.
Yeah, I didn't know Vlad had that. I never seen his. I don't think I've ever seen him.
Vlad got a whole Rick Ross shit
like
going on.
that's that whole ZZ Top look.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There was this other A&R guy by the name of Ron Resnick. Ron was over at Sleeping Bag.
I know
he
that
signed.
guy.
He signed Just Ice. He signed EPMD.
Maybe that's why I know the name.
He later went over to another company called Savage Records. But Ron, you talked to Ron.
Savage.
Yeah, Savage.
No, I'm just saying that's a brutal name.
Yeah, it is.
But you look at Ron. He's like a nerdy white guy. You listen to him on the phone. He sound blacker than you, bro.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I sound black. I just look black. I'm really white. I'm just darker than most white people.
Well, maybe that's why the Chinese dude gave you his name the way he did.
He thought I could write this shit down.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
He saw you in a suit.
Yeah, that's true. The niggas be looking at me in the suit. Excuse me, sir. Can you help me with my are you an attorney? I'm like, hell no. I need a lawyer my goddamn self. Fuck out of here. Don't stereotype my black ass.
Oh, shoot.
Bitch, you stupid.
You got jokes.
Yo, where's that shirt? We need that shirt.
So listen, right, for those that's your first time tuned into the control room, we're just having fun. We're just flowing. You know what I mean? We usually have chinks over here in the board, but I'm learning how to work the board and the screen. So you'll bear with me, okay? So just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with me. Thank you.
In the chat room, we have Grace. So big shout out to my friend Grace. Grace has a podcast every Monday.
Hey, Grace.
Over here? Here where?
No, she's down in she's down in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Grace. What's up, Grace?
So she does a podcast every Monday, and it's about relationships.
Nice.
And she has the very real conversations that a lot of people don't want to talk about when it comes to relationships. So big shout out to her.
Right.
She had me as a guest last week and
really?
the week before.
Nice.
Earlier this weekend and the week before. But yeah, I just want to give her a big shout out.
Shout out to Grace.
Shout out to Grace.
So yeah,
Shout out to Grace.
I have a friend named Kelvin in Atlanta. He's married. He was doing a podcast on relationships also on Mondays as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually called a relationship coach.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Hey.
What?
Fuck them.
Okay.
We here.
All right. I'm just saying. Shout out to Atlanta.
Shit. Yeah, I got another podcast. Nigga, what about this fucking podcast?
We
Shout
here.
out to Forward Global Media. The control room is in the goddamn building.
All right,
Shit.
bro. So, go ahead, bro. All right.
What the fuck? This nigga's sitting there talking about, this other podcast. Nigga,
Well,
what about our
it's
shit?
not about the podcast. It's about the title.
I'm fucking with you.
Okay.
I'm just joking. So listen, let's get to it, man.
All right.
Mac Bonds, what we doing with him?
I mean, I think that.
That's when you're supposed to hit the button.
Oh, let me find out what button it is. Wait. No. Well,
He know that button,
He
though.
does need Jesus.
He know that button.
I know that button.
So we're going to pray. Take out a moment and pray for him, right? That was the right one.
That was the right one? No, what is this one here? No. Okay, now.
Now clap your hands to what
So
he's doing.
that's just, bro, that's disrespectful, bro.
Word.
Mac Bonds.
Like, it was,
He done took light-skinned people 20 years back.
for those that don't know, he's a basketball player, and he was at the,
Is he still active?
no, I think he ended in 2017 or 2019.
Do you know what the only thing I saw was a clip of, damn, I wish we had the clip. He,
Yeah.
what was the beef about? You know what the beef was about?
Apparently, the guy's ex-wife, like the guy's
It's his
ex,
It's his girlfriend's ex-fiance.
something like that. Yeah. So, and they were, I guess, arguing, and and I guess pushing each other. It was at the San Francisco 49ers game
I think they was arguing over her ass.
Sunday. And
They were arguing over her.
and I guess the ex-boyfriend is jealous or some shit.
Oh.
Right? So according to Matt, he's been bothering me and threatening me and stuff like that. See, here's my thing. If I'm a millionaire basketball player and I got money, like, ain't nobody threatening me. Like, fuck that.
Well, I guess in this time of this world that we living in now, I hate to say this, but I guess it's better that he spat as opposed to pulling out a gun and shooting them.
Yeah, but
Right?
I mean, in front of everybody.
We live in a crazy world. There was a big shootout in California.
right?
last
Yeah, I
week,
know.
so-
And that was
I
definitely.
mean, apparently her shit must be really good because they arguing over her in public. I'm just saying, look.
But I'm just, like, here's the thing: like, if you're gonna argue, like, don't do it in public like that.
Well, first of all, he knew there was people around.
Right.
Yeah.
That nigga knew nobody was gonna do nothing to him. He knew they was gonna break that shit up. Now, if they was alone somewhere in the parking lot,
But some people
that
are
nigga,
like.
he wouldn't have been acting like that.
But
think it was for views?
Well, some people are like that. They know that there's a bunch of people around,
Right.
so they're gonna act up,
Right, right.
Because they know somebody or a couple of people are gonna be
Break
like,
it
"Oh,
up."
chill, break it up."
Right.
Yeah.
But if it was by themselves, it's not gonna.
Listen, I used to get into almost fights. And
You said almost fights?
Almost fights was the shit.
Really?
Because the anticipation. You talk shit, and then they grab you. You're like, no, fuck that. Don't be holding me back.
That must be from Queens shit.
Oh wow. Okay.
So listen, I'm going back like in my younger years, right? So people were always like hold me, like, Dre, chill, jump, you holding me back. Fuck that, right? So one time, these motherfuckers didn't hold me back. And that was the wrong time. This motherfucker was big. I said, nigga, hold me back, nigga. This ain't the time to let me go. This nigga fucked me up.
Oh,
That nigga hit me. I
God.
was like, pfft.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Turned into, what's that dude, Martin?
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Mac Barnes, man. That wasn't it though, bro. You spit in the man's face.
Yeah.
So what did he do he spit on a guy. So the guy was just saying words. He didn't hit him.
I couldn't hear what they were saying.
Oh, but he just hit him, and he didn't hit
Nah,
him. It was just words, and he spit.
They
He
were
spat.
pushing. They were pushing. I guess they were words exchanged, and then he spit on them.
Oh man.
I'm just saying, bro. Somebody spit on me. I'm punching them in the
Words.
face. I'm
That's
just
for
saying.
real. Like that's a that's
Listen,
a reaction.
Bro, that's like.
That shit is not over.
No,
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
over.
That's what
I'm saying.
Exactly,
It
because
ain't
that's the
over.
worst thing you can
Yeah,
do to someone.
That's so disrespectful. Like
Yes,
if
very.
First Will Smith, now this nigga.
I'm just saying
Yo,
this was like
All you celebrities out there, y'all need to calm the fuck down. You're
real.
acting up. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. Salute to Chris Rock for being a soldier.
Hey, don't
man.
mention that. Will Smith is recovering his reputation.
You said he's recovering?
Yes.
What about Chris Rock?
Chris Rock made
You
more
said he's
money.
recovering.
Chris Rock made more money. He went into a whole nother tax bracket off of that, right?
Look.
Right?
Listen,
He wasn't hurt.
you said Will Smith is recovering, like he's the fucking victim.
Will Smith.
You act like he's the victim.
I didn't say he was the victim. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. You said they was
I'm just saying that he's just now rebounding off of that. You know, he took a hiatus.
And
What?
and
He first of all, you know that if somebody say something about your wife, what you gonna do?
well, it depends where the love is at.
What the hell that mean?
Shit.
alrighty then.
It depends where the love is at. I mean, we could be together just to be together. Now, if I love her, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
I'm not saying
But-
that. You know, I got
all
love for
jokes
Chris Rock
aside,
too.
all jokes aside.
Right.
I'm just saying, a lot of us been acting up, like a lot of black celebrities, in terms of just being at a really higher level that we expect, like not to really get into bullshit.
Right.
Now, I'm
right.
not saying,
But that's not
that-
just celebrities. That's us people. Period.
No, but see, celebrities, as we talked about earlier, right? We talked about artist development, learning, and you're taught
You're over
how to
50
conduct
now.
yourself. You know what I mean?
We over 50. When you
Doing shit at a certain in certain situations like fucking the Oscars or in Matt's case.
No, you're right.
But they know damn well if they was in another area, somewhere on some real shit, they wouldn't act like that.
But this is, see, here's my thing now with the Chris Rock, Will Smith thing. Like for black entertainers and actors, for Will to go and do what he did on national TV on the Oscars.
Right, on the Oscars.
Bro, like,
what if he was at BET Awards?
And it was nigga night.
What if he was at BET Awards? Would it have been okay?
Like, the behind the scenes.
They wouldn't give a fuck.
So
it's supposed to happen at BET Awards. Damn, well, you should have smacked shit out at the BET Awards, not the Oscars. And it was nigga, because it was nigga night. Nigga was barbecuing, DJing at the Oscars, right?
Damn, Will, you fucked it up for all of us.
Nigga was getting down. And it's another party. Then Will Smith smacked the shit out of him and party.
No, he didn't. That changed. That's everything went whoop, 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 whoop after that.
But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, right? As it's bad enough as black people, we they already got it out for us, right? Let's keep it a beat, right? And we can't do nothing wrong publicly. Now you're making money. You're at a higher level.
Right.
We cannot afford to make no mistakes. At a certain age, it should stay.
But you're still human. You're still
no. I'm not knocking them.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, with us, we have to, like, really, we can't afford, you got a point. As an adult, when you get to a certain age, we can't afford to make mistakes because that shit stays with you.
No,
when you're a teen, even in your 20s, you can recover fast.
Right.
And not to mention you're a celebrity at a whole nother level.
Right.
That certain things stays with you.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
That incident Will's never gonna that's never gonna go away, right? And I mean, as I was saying, that was the Oscars. This was the first time the Oscars had a black director. This was the first time that the Oscar board had a couple of black voting members, like more than normal, right? So it was a big accomplishment, right?
Wasn't Obama was DJing, right?
Obama.
So,
but I'm gonna tell you what I think can happen. In my opinion, I could be wrong, and nothing's never too late. But if Will Smith publicly apologizes to Chris Rock in his face, back at the Oscars, even though he's not invited to be there for 10 years or some bullshit, he can bogart the shit. They're not gonna deny him.
I don't think he cares about that.
No, I was just saying, if he was to go on national television and say and extend his hand to Chris Rock and say, "Listen, brother, I apologize,"
right?
Then his shit will start over.
But he's still doing stuff,
in his
though.
face. I'm saying.
I got it. Yeah.
No, I understand that. Yeah.
But the funny shit is, I think Chris Rock can slap the shit out of him back. That would be some cool shit. I think that shit.
Honestly, I think they both have moved on past it. I don't know if it will come back again, but I know that it was a public humiliation for Chris Rock, and it was embarrassing. But Chris Rock got a girl. Didn't he start dating that chick? Yeah. So he got a girl out of this.
Yo, listen.
He got a whole nother tax bracket.
Shout out to the Rocks. Because there's a whole bunch of them.
No, I know.
And Tony Rock.
I grew up around the corner from them in Brooklyn.
Tony Rock was gonna fuck his ass up.
No, I know. I grew up around the corner from them when I lived in Brooklyn.
I did a show with their younger brother, Jordan Rock, years ago. During that time, he was an up-and-coming comedian. Right now, he's out there beasting, as far as I know.
Yeah, I know. I went to Tony Rock's birthday party a couple of years ago, and he was there.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Did you date him?
Did I, what?
I'm fucking with you.
He's mad young.
I know he's like 8, right? He's like 8.
Well, probably maybe, I don't know. He's not that young, but he's mad young.
I need to get these topics and shit.
Yeah.
I'm so professional. Make sure y'all
right.
So
you went through the first topic.
Let's get to the second topic, like Kanye West. Apparently,
right? I didn't hear that. Now that totally missed out.
They said something about he's not allowed in his wife's home or some shit like that.
No, he's not allowed in the country.
What?
What?
Australia.
Oh.
Why?
So
that's where Bobby T and them are from.
Yeah. So
wow.
So
the Bobby T, man, get that nigga in there, man.
Word.
So his new wife.
Is he really married?
Yeah. Well, it happened, I believe, in Utah.
When he disappeared. Is that when he?
Yeah. So it happened in Utah. So according to reports, no one has seen a marriage certificate yet.
Oh.
So, but his wife and the family, they live in Australia. So they were I guess, planning a trip to go there, and I guess a couple of the Australian executives or what have you, they're like, his behavior from before with the whole anti-Semitic stuff.
Right.
They're like, they don't want to let him. They don't want to let him in the country.
That's weird, though.
Prayers for Kanye West.
Well, did you see the statement that he made with the paparazzi that was trying to take pictures of him? He said that the celebrities should get some kind of percentage of the money that the paparazzi makes off their pictures when they take the photos of them.
It's good in theory, but that would never work, right? Now, let's say, if you're Getty Images, for example, because Getty is probably one of the largest.
Yes.
Where you see they have photographers all over the world and stuff like that. So maybe with them, possibly, but
because they got the Getty logo.
Yeah, but your image is what people, is what these photographers are taking pictures of, and these images fall all over the place. How else are you going to get known, right? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a catch-22 situation, right? Where it's like, I do understand. Now, if somebody's making posters or T-shirts, then yeah, give me my damn money. I want my percent. Pictures.
And aren't they supposed to get permission or something before that?
It depends. It depends what images, right? It depends what images. And then also, where you're at with PR, what's actually supposed to happen is that your client takes a number of pictures, right? And y'all pick out, okay, these 20 pictures, this is what we're going to give to the media.
Right.
Right? We're going to give permission for the media to use these pictures wherever. Right?
Right.
That's actually the right way. That's actually the correct way to do it.
Okay.
What you have is that some of these photographers, especially in this day and age with Twitter and all this other stuff, they want to get pictures that nobody else has, right?
Right.
Like, they want to get you, I don't know, coming out your bathroom,
yeah,
right?
So you're right. So you're right, because that borderline goes into invading privacy.
Right. And that's so you have the invasion of privacy, but then now you have these publications that's like, well, okay, if you could get me a picture of, let's say, Renee coming out of a bathroom, I'm going to pay you $100,000 for that, right? So you know how many, I don't want to call them rogue photographers.
Right, that's exactly what they are.
Right, are going to go and do that, right? And that's, and even in the hip-hop industry, you get these freelance photographers who take these pictures, right? And they'll go to the Source magazine or what have you, and sell some of the pictures.
Wow.
They get a lot of money for those photos.
Well, it depends. Yeah, I mean, like if you have, I mean, if there's certain images that could be iconic images. There's actually Rocky. There was an event, and I should have went to it the other day. That Rocky was a part of, where it had some old school photographers.
Oh,
Was it Tuesday night? I think
right,
yeah.
It's photographer something.
Yeah,
I saw it online. I shared it because Johnny Nunes, I believe, was there, and so was Ernie Panacoli.
Yeah, and like I've known Ernie for years, and
Charlie Ahern was there.
Right.
Yo, shout out to Charlie Ahern, man. That's my dude. Wild Style in the building.
And Nas performed.
There was actually, yes, the event was done by Mass Appeal.
Right. And the name of it was, I can't even recall the name of the event.
It begins with an F, but one of the top photographers that was there was a guy by the name of Glenn E. Freeman.
Right. I saw that
Glenn
picture.
has
I shared the photo in our group.
A lot of the iconic hip hop photos back in the 80s and 90s is Glenn.
Really?
Right. You go look back and look on the photo credits, you'll see Glenn E. Freeman. All the shit they used to wind up in Right On, and all the other.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of he has a lot of stuff. He did a lot of people's album covers, so he's just as much a legendary hip hop photographer as Ernie Penacali or even our friend Ronnie Wright.
Interesting. Oh, before I forget, I talked about it at the beginning of the.
It's called photographiska.
Yes, yep.
And that's for the conscience, unconscious. If you hashtag conscience or you hashtag unconscious, it'll come out at Hip Hop 50, the Universal Hip Hop Museum and Video Music Box. I'm on Ralph McDaniel's page right now, but it was a hip hop photo exhibit, and they had Nas performing there.
Wow! Shout out to Nas, man. Nas is a good dude, man. Very good dude.
So it was a what do you call it? Kind of like a rollout of I guess the graphic, not the graphic, the photo exhibit. Yeah.
So before I forget, I started out at the beginning of the show. That was out there, sharing the
show
and everything like that. So I wanted to say welcome home to Jaguar Wright.
All right.
She's home now.
Yes, I'm glad that she's home.
Yeah. I had reached out to her, but she didn't pick up the phone, so she's running around. So I want to say praise out to her.
Yes. And she's in Shreveport, Louisiana. That's where my family is at.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got family everywhere. Brooklyn, Long Island.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
My father's family. My father was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, and he has brothers. I have cousins there.
What's interesting is that what people see sometimes, like in public, everybody got their opinions on the young lady, and I try not to feed into the bullshit because I know her personally.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know her very well, and what people see is not what you think it is all the time. People have
That's true.
So I just want to send my prayers out to her and her husband,
right,
her family and her son.
They rekindled?
Huh?
Did her and her husband rekindle?
As far as what I see,
Lord,
one thing.
Get rid of that bitch ass nigga.
Oh shit!
Sorry.
Not speak your mind.
You're right. I have to speak. It's a podcast, and I learned that today. I was supposed to speak my mind.
Speak your goddamn mind. This is the control room.
I didn't like the way she's doing her show.
Yeah. And
then he's in a cut back there.
Right.
Like, dude, get a job. Why are you back there while your wife is doing a podcast? She's working, and he's just sitting back there. And then while she got arrested, what he's doing? You see what he did? He took to social media and started trying to do a podcast or whatever the fuck he was doing.
He what's the name of that part? Go ahead, Gary. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know what it is, but some of these women,
bad choices. I've made a few myself.
Like, if you're doing good, why are you gonna get with a guy that's not gonna uplift you, right?
Right.
And some of these women, they get with guys that clearly have insecurity issues, right?
Yes.
Because to me, if my lady's doing good, I'm going to support her. I'm going to be a proud motherfucker.
Exactly.
Now,
right? But some of these dudes, bro, their behavior.
Yeah, they're bitch ass niggas. Sorry.
Renee.
Sorry, y'all.
No, you know what? Gary, Renee, do you. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. All the buttons.
You can't play the church music, though.
All that shit. Nah, because listen, you're the only queen on this show. I need you to be who you are. Speak your mind. I don't give a fuck. This is the control room.
I know, you're right.
Say what you have to say.
No, I already said it.
The floor is yours.
No, I've already said.
I
already said what I said.
She already called me.
I didn't like the fact that I saw her doing the show, regardless of whatever she's speaking, she's working, and he's in a cut. It's like, dude, you might as well be sitting home playing video games while your wife is working.
Well, let me just say this though, on some real shit, right? I've seen so many relationships throughout the years where, me as a man, I'm the man in my shit, in my relationship, right? What I'm saying to you is, you do have that yin and the yang syndrome where you do have women that are more, boisterous and maybe
alpha female,
right.
Right.
such as Jackie,
right.
Jackie, aka Jaguar Wright, that's how she is. She's always been like that, right?
I'm an alpha female also, but
that's-
I mean, there's levels to this shit.
no, you're right. And
You
there's
know what I'm
certain
saying?
spaces where you know that you can. I'm not saying that there's anyone giving you permission, but internally you know when to turn it on and when to turn it off.
There you go. See my point?
Point taken.
Right.
I'm just saying, Gary. How do you feel about that shit? Like,
I mean,
'cause
listen,
I know what it is.
I mean, look, I think that understanding that she's an alpha female, clearly this dude is not an alpha male.
Right.
I mean, dude,
Dude,
you know,
just be-
he served in the army. He's
So-
seen some things that I've never
Okay.
seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to come to nobody's defense. I'm just trying to like make sense of it, right?
Right.
I got
What
you.
you see is not what you always think you see.
Well, that's true.
So
You're right.
we don't know what's going on behind closed
Right.
doors. I don't think he's sitting there like, okay, dear, you can be,
No.
That's
he
not
could-
what I'm saying.
He could be like, bitch, who the fuck you think you're talking
But
to? You
that's
know?
not what I'm saying, because if your lady respects you, then she's going to treat you a certain way,
Exactly.
right? And clearly, this is not what happened. I mean, actions speak louder than words,
Right. I
right?
agree. I
like,
agree.
I don't have anything against her being an alpha female, but clearly, there's
Yeah, because automatically
she doesn't have 100% respect for that dude.
Right, because automatically with a man that's a man, you as a woman know when to turn it on and turn it off. Like if you're in a relationship and you're alpha female and you don't turn it off, then that says a lot that the man is lacking.
This is what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
Like I couldn't be with a man that I can't respect.
So there's
Facts.
you have some women who are alpha females and they, if they're in the presence of or they're in the relationship with a man that has that alpha energy, that they could be in their feminine energy,
Right.
then that works.
Exactly.
But if she's in a relationship or she's dealing with a man where she has to constantly be in her alpha energy,
and there's no turn off,
And there's-
you get explosion.
there's gonna be problems.
Exactly.
And see, and part of that is that some of these dudes, they have insecurity issues.
Yes.
And then also too, there's some women that maybe that's the type of guys that they prefer.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, you know, I ain't built like that. That's not me. I'm just saying at the end of the day, that's the way some people. I've seen dozens of relationships like that.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
But then,
Women
you know-
talk to the men any kind of way.
Yeah,
I'm like, I couldn't do
yeah,
that.
there's I mean,
I mean, this ain't nothing new.
No, it's not
it's
nothing new.
not, But I think that if
We just have what they call social media that
that
allows
allows
more people
it
to see this.
exactly.
yeah, but yeah, it's
I know.
But my only issue, and I
Say-
could be
go, go,
misjudging
go,
the guy,
go.
but my thing is, she's doing her stuff that she does, you know, and she's doing it for a reason, regardless of what she's talking about. And he's just sitting in a cut. So it's like, what are you doing back there? Like, are
All
you?
that I can think of is like he's that's his way of supporting. Like,
Is that support, or are you trying to get attention? And to me, it was getting attention because when she went through her situation recently, he's taking to social media. Now people know him from sitting in a cut.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean,
so it's like you're not supporting her though. You're talking bad about her.
well, they were talking bad about each other. She went in on him
Since she been home or before?
before she came home,
Oh,
that's
see,
what
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
see that.
That doesn't see that's that.
But still, it's dysfunctional.
and she said, you know,
And
hey,
some people, and that's the problem. Actually, maybe that's the problem. Is dysfunctional because some people are dysfunctional and they try to push that on you, and it's like, no, your dysfunction is normal to you,
I
but
was
that's
just gonna
not
say that.
normal to me.
But there's some people that are accustomed to a toxic relationship.
Yes,
Right?
Fact.
Because that's all they know.
Right,
So it becomes their normal.
right,
So when it comes to you and it's like, wait, like I'm not,
right,
No.
right.
so and that's a real thing, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
so it's important that to have healthy relationships, right?
Right. And what does a healthy relationship look like?
Yeah,
well, you know,
and a lot of No, and look, no relationship is perfect. However, what I do believe, and any of my female friends could tell you, I'm big on communication.
That's very important.
Communication is very important.
You know, communication, comprehension, understanding.
Absolutely, comprehension.
Right? Because, and see, I'm sort of anal with this because sometimes you may be saying something and in your head you may be thinking you're saying it the right way or the way that you want it, but the other person may be interpreting it different.
That's Capricorn shit.
Facts!
You and these fucking signs, man. Capricorns.
Right? So,
Gemini.
That's a Capricorn shit
So,
there.
right. So,
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Because, you know, I want to make, if I'm going to make a educated decision,
right,
or I'm going to speak, I'm going to, if I'm going to speak accurately, I want to know if what I'm saying to you, if you're understanding it in the way that I'm saying it.
And vice versa. Yes.
So I have no problem, even if we got to talk 10 times.
Right.
Because the moment you tell me that you understand,
right,
and then pull some shit like you don't, then I got a problem.
Bitch, you stupid.
Bitch, you stupid. And you did the bitch, you stupid face.
You could have hit the button. No, wrong one.
Wait.
No.
You'll get the hang of it.
Yeah, just keep doing it. That's all.
Practice make perfect.
No, try the other ones. Okay. We already know it. That's the church one. All right, we can do it for church
We tried
one.
all of them, man.
All right.
I say it, say bitch, you stupid.
What?
So I can press the button.
But don't do the church one after he says that, because I don't want.
What? Old Dirty Baptist is in the building. So who else we got? Who else do I want to talk about today? Was somebody else I want to talk about? Okay, well, let's get to it. The 50th anniversary is this year, right?
Yep.
Right.
Sometime in August, right?
Yes.
Which is a wonderful thing. Salute to everybody.
It's wonderful and it's bad. I don't want to say bad, but.
So here's my question, right? First of all, salute to the hip hop culture.
Absolutely.
50th anniversary.
We love it.
A lot of people done died for this culture.
For real.
A lot of work.
I can't seem to take it.
I mean, it's a lot of, man, it's so much shit that's involved with hip hop.
Right.
That people they're not aware of. But my question to you guys is, is there any positivity in the direction that it's going in right now, as far as like with the trap music and like where do we see hip hop today, and do we call it hip hop?
Well, I just want to say this first. I believe it is going positive, and for one, like you said, shout out to the 50th anniversary of hip hop, because Raheem will be performing with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 at the Grammys. So I'm excited. I'm glad that that's happening, because honestly, I've been seeing so much not fighting, but back and forth. And I understand you got to go through it, because there's people that are pushing themselves off as certain, they're pushing themselves off into certain titles and spaces within the hip hop foundation. And it's not, I don't want to say it's not true, but it's inaccurate information that they're feeding to the other generations. So I thank God for people like Billy, Melly Mel's brother, William Young, because he, his family is considered the first family of hip hop. And they had the jams in their houses, and there was a jam dedicated for him, because during that time when hip hop was starting, he got drafted into the Army. So they had a jam, and and then Cowboy actually ended up coining the phrase hip hop, So I have conversations with him. So it's really enlightening for me to actually be able to get the true story of hip hop. So I do believe that it is going forward in a positive way, because just like our family, our moms and grandparents, they had their form of music. We have different generations of hip hop. So I don't want to criticize the trap and the what's the other one called, the drill. It's going forward. It's changing in different directions. which is a good thing because that's what's going to happen. You know, you're going to have the newer generations gravitating and change. That's going to happen. You can't change that. I just want to be able to, for them to, you know, learn to remove the violence and the death, because we don't need that.
Damn. I have a dream today. Where one day the hip hop all come together and merge with trap music and hip hop.
Exactly.
And Melly Mel
That's
and
right.
Little Nas S can do something together. I have a dream today. That was a great speech. You just did some award-winning shit.
Really?
I'm sitting there like, I believe the children are future. Like I was like Spike Lee. I was like, you heard? Like, I got traumatized. I was like, oh shit. You saw it? Gary was like, yo, this shit is beautiful, man.
It is beautiful.
That shit was like, first the Fat Boys break up, now this type shit. Like, it was wonderful.
I mean, it's you know
that was
what?
wonderful what you
well,
just
thank
said.
you. But it's the truth, and it's my hip hop has been my passion, and there's so many times that I try to get out of it, and I always end up back because.
You know, go ahead, finish. I want to say something.
And
about
I'm
that.
just want to say, like, you know, as I was saying, hip hop has been a passion of mine, and I was kind of pulling away because I saw a lot of the back and forth with who was there, who wasn't there, and for me, hip hop has always been fun. So I'm like, I want to get back to the fun. Well, I want to get back to the fun of hip hop.
People don't smile in their videos no more. But
Well,
I guess
because
hip-hop,
they killing each other. They
hip-hop
talking
is-
crap about what they're doing in songs, and they have a misconception. So that's why the 50th anniversary of hip hop is so important, and it's so important to push the true education. You know, the true agendas, the true. What is it? The true stories, pretty much. It's that the foundation, the truth of the foundation is so important to push because those guys don't know it, and they think they don't know it. You know, when I say they, I'm talking about the drill rappers and the others that are upcoming. They think they don't know, they don't need to know it, but they do need to know that hip hop was not. If hip hop was not born out of violence, hip hop curbed the violence.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that you try to get away from hip hop, right? So, like, and then it pulls you back in, right?
Right.
So, as a kid growing up, right, I was fascinated with hip hop. Like, it was like an obsession. So when I started beatboxing, learning how to beatbox, I was like a little kid, and I stayed in my room for hours, hours a day, teaching myself how to beatbox. The sound effects was already there.
Wow.
And then I started getting into hip hop for many, many years. Then I walked away from it for 20 years. I was doing stand-up, and then one day I woke up and I said, something is missing.
I remember that night.
I remember that night. And I realized I love hip-hop.
Yeah.
I am hip-hop.
Right.
Like, it's me. It's in my blood. I'm born this way. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand what hip-hop is. They don't know that hip-hop is not just music.
Right.
Hip-hop is really a culture of many
Yes.
things. Hip-hop is double dutch.
Right.
Hip-hop is playing spades. Hip-hop is handball. Hip-hop is like
Skelly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Skelly. I was just talking about that yesterday. They got a game. They got a spades game out. Video game type. I think like a not a game.
I wonder if
on
it's in the
Facebook.
metaverse.
You could download it on Facebook.
Is
right?
it in the metaverse?
They probably do got it in the metaverse. Shit.
gonna check.
Everything. You know niggas gonna get in the metaverse and fuck it up. Niggas already robbing niggas in the
I got
metaverse.
robbed in the metaverse, Gary. Did I tell you the story?
Somebody took a hat in the metaverse. Niggas. How do you go to the metaverse
How
and
do
fuck
you-
with people?
Jesus.
Shit. We can't have nothing. So like hip hop. So I was talking about Skelly, right? Like that shit was so much fun. They need to make a game out of that shit, like a video game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hip hop is a lot of things, man.
Yeah,
it's the way
there's
we
a lot of
walk,
things.
talk, act, feel.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I
it
mean?
was always so much fun, you know? It's nothing like being in a deep, like, I was upset last night because I really wanted to go to this party. You know, DJ Tony Touch. He had he did a birthday party at Chelsea Hall for DJ Enough.
Yeah.
And I love Tony Touch's parties. The problem is that Like it could say party starting at 10 o'clock, but people don't start rolling into like 12, 1 in the morning.
Exactly.
And it's hard as hell to get out of there.
Exactly.
If I tell you the underground hip hop vibe in that party, it's like Maria Davis's place. Her Mad Wednesdays, it's the same type of vibe that I get. It's hard to get out, and I be having to go to work the next day. Yeah. And before, I used to be able to pop up and just go to work, but it don't work like that.
It don't work like that. No.
Because hip hop does have an age to it too. Your ass gets old after a while, right? You can't do the same shit that we used to do.
No, you're right. But at the same time, it's like that was the whole reason why so many times I try to get away, because I used to be like, you know what, I'm too old for this.
We got to get back to the day parties, man. Day parties.
Maria Davis does day parties.
I mean, like hip-hop day parties.
Yeah, I think she does do hip-hop day parties.
10 o'clock in the morning, just
party.
Nah.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Only time you can do something like that, well, me, it's like you out on a trip somewhere.
Yeah.
Not here.
Not here.
I'm not going to get up out here and go. Like, I don't know. Sometimes they do the brunches. They start the brunches and they do hip-hop. But it's different. Like, when you go away on a vacation and they just partying nonstop, then yeah. But home, I can't do it at home.
No, it's not the same. Gotta get away.
Gotta get away.
No, let me see. Did we touch all the topics?
I think with the 50th year, 50 years. Well, first of all, I'm definitely glad that we have come this far. But my thing is that hip hop. Well, in the beginning, they didn't think it was going to be anything.
Right.
Right. A lot of people was like, oh. This is
noise.
This is noise. This is worthless. This is not going to go anywhere.
Some ghetto bullshit.
Right. So
exactly
hip-hop has become a multi-billion-dollar business.
Yes, can you believe that?
And when you have artists that are when you have records that are selling millions of copies that are generating multi-millions of dollars for publicly traded companies, you have something.
Right.
When you see some of these deals that has happened with some of these major entertainment companies, right, that in regards to hip hop, it's a testimony to the value, right? Just a quick note, when Death Row was active, Time Warner wanted to, was offering $400 million for Death Row.
Wow.
Right? Well, actually, they were offering $400 million for Interscope. The heart of Interscope was Death Row.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
$400 million.
I can imagine.
Right. So, that's just one of a couple. When Russell sold half of Def Jam, I think he sold it for $170 million or something like that. But still, right? When Priority sold their label when Brian Turner sold Priority to EMI, $400 million.
Wow.
And mind you, Priority, that was fucking the Beach Boys. And
what's that? MC Light on there?
No, and that's First Priority.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Right.
So First Priority, that was what wasn't Eazy-E or NWA? Somebody.
No. First.
Okay, two different.
Because back then I got confused too, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. And they got away with it too. Wow.
Priority, the one that we know Ice Cube on, and
right.
So they started with the Raisins, Remember when we were younger, we saw the Heard It Through the Grapevine Raisins?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's them.
Right.
That's them. That's Priority.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
That's how they started making money. Them and the Beach Boys.
Wow.
That's how their initial money came. Then when that shit died, then Brian got into hip hop.
Gary, you need a record label.
But you're gonna I don't know if we're not even allowed to talk about what. We'll leave that alone with Rock's thing.
Okay.
Right. So, so Priority wind up getting into the whole hip hop end, and Brian Turner, he took a risk, and wind up building one of the top hip hop companies. Eventually selling to EMI Music $400 million. Now, first priority was Nat Robinson, who was the parents of Milk and Giz of the Audio 2. First priority had a deal with Atlantic, right? Which Milk and Giz was on. Then Nat also did another deal called Bum Rush Records, which Coco Chanel and I forgot the name of her MC was on, right? That's how she got started, right? But first priority, FPM. So that was so, and a lot of people got confused, right? With when they first heard Priority Records and then first priority. But circling back, hip hop has become a multi-billion-dollar business. Now, recently, and I know you've probably seen this in the news, artists are selling their royalties.
Yeah.
I fucking said that 10 years ago.
You did?
Right? I said that 10 years ago. That artists because...
Why would you say your rules?
No, hold on a sec. So...
Liquid.
I'm going to give you the bigger picture. So when you bring in these investment banking firms and these hedge funds...
Right.
Right? And actually, Sister Falana could tell you, right? I said this about 10 years ago. What it is that these royalties and publishing bring in consistent revenue stream. These financial institutions are buying the revenue stream, and they're leveraging the revenue stream.
Right.
That's what they're doing.
They're liquidating.
So they can give Justin Bieber, Dre, all these cats 200 million, 150 million, 75 million. Right? Now, granted, it's not only hip-hop artists, but it's all, artists in general.
Right.
That are doing these massive deals. Right? But in that, hip-hop artists, they're cashing out too. RZA, I think he's getting like 70 million.
And
That's a lot of money.
I know, but the only thing with that to me is that, okay, it's like in Harlem back in the day with the brownstones, right? People owned these brownstones and they were coming in, giving the people all this money for their brownstone and selling it. But then it's like, okay, you got the money. Now the money is gone. And what do you own later?
But this is what I'm saying. And see, no, you're absolutely
Unless
not.
you're smart enough to buy it back.
You have a publishing catalog, right? You could leverage. If you're making a few $100,000 or a few $100 million or a few million off your catalog, you could go to the bank and leverage the revenue stream to do other shit. It's called securitization. You don't have to sell it.
Right.
Right? Back in the 90s, a guy by the name of David Pullman, an investment banker, did what's called the Bowie bonds. He did a big deal for David Bowie, and he did one for James Brown. That's the initial money that the James Brown estate got. It was like $100 million or some shit like that. It was a securitization deal against his catalog.
Wow.
Now that's a smart
You know,
way
a lot
to do
of, your
it.
name is not Gary.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Gary's name, it's got to be bigger than
Gary need a record label, set up some investment bankers, get some people
Your
to
new
buy
name
some.
is Gary Knows.
Get some people to purchase some shares into that.
Yeah.
I mean, because hip hop now, we're a multi-billion-dollar business. It's music, it's fashion, it's TV.
Right, it's movies.
It's
the metaverse.
Right, it's a multimedia. Rocky's the Universal Hip Hop Museum is costing $170 million to build. $170 million.
$170 million.
$170 million
To build?
Yeah.
That big ass building?
Yeah, it's costing $170 million. He went.
I'll put something on it.
And
$5.
I said this to Rocky.
They're taking donations. Text UHHM.
Okay.
But look how far hip hop has come. So Rocky got the support of Microsoft as a partner.
Okay.
When Rocky took a picture, I remember, and I said this to him, I remember when he went out to the Michael Milken conference out in Beverly Hills. That's when I got a newfound respect for Rocky, because in that room, you got nothing but millionaires and billionaires. That's looking to get into stuff.
Right.
That's looking to get in. So if you're in that room, you know what the hell you're talking about. You know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
You got your plan. You got your business team. not doing none of this ghetto business out there. Right. So, and look, Rocky back in the days had a bad name, but Rocky was able to clean that up, turn things around, and now look. Now,
and he must have a great publicist behind him.
Everybody wants to be a part of what the museum is doing.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I said this to Renee the other day. Wait till next year when the grand opening comes.
Oh boy.
When it's a black tie affair.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Right?
We're gonna be in the building.
All the people that now they're gonna want to, oh Rocky, I'm sorry, and this, that, the other. Now they trying to, but my point is, look how far hip hop has come, and it's costing $170 million, and he has a lot of corporate money.
Right.
A lot of corporate money. Chuck Schumer, and look at the influence of hip hop. Chuck Schumer, head of the Senate in Congress, right? Talked about the Universal Hip Hop Museum and federal money going to the Hip Hop Museum, and doing a hip hop day. Hakeem Jeffries, who's a product of hip hop.
Yes.
Wow.
He speaks hip hop when he's on the
Exactly,
floor, right?
right.
He's so. Oh my
right.
God, I love how he
and
speaks.
he's the House Minority Leader. Mm-hmm. Eric Adams, product of hip hop.
Yeah.
Eric Adams.
Whether you like him or not, product of hip hop.
Right.
You know, when Ghostface opened up his coffee shop last year, Eric Adams was there. You understand? So this is what hip hop. So hip hop has become a culture, and then also now these white kids and other kids of other nationalities who have come into executive spots. Now we can turn on the TV and see and hear a D Nice record on a car commercial, or a Das Effects record on some type of commercial. So it's no more of these pop records that we grew up listening to. Now it's actually, oh shit, they're playing Das Effects.
Right.
Or looking for the perfect beat is on a Pizza Hut.
Right,
something like that.
Wow.
So it's music hip hop music that we connect with.
Yeah.
So we've come a real long way. So I think
Yes.
there's a lot to celebrate.
Yeah,
and I think,
definitely, it's a lot to celebrate.
And
And then you have the Rock the Bells.
oh, Rock the
cruise.
Bells. Right. Oh man. Yeah, so there's a lot. So for the next 11 months, there's going to be so many things going on.
Right.
And one of the things that we're going to be a part of is helping educate, because there's panels that we're going to partner with the Universal Hip Hop Museum and some other people.
Saying they found some issues.
Ooh, okay.
Virus or something on here.
Okay, hold on a second. On the
2 issues found in system studies. Saying.
Okay, are we? Well, it's 9:55, so we should be going on.
All right, we're just going to end it like that. DOA at the control room. Salute.